The WNBA thought they knew exactly what they were getting with Caitlin Clark, a once-in-a-generation scorer, a ratings magnet, and the perfect poster star to drag women's basketball into the mainstream. What they didn't see coming was her agent. Behind the scenes, a storm is brewing. Clark's camp is using the league's own shiny new CBA as leverage for a move so bold, so disruptive, it could flip the WNBA upside down. We're talking charter flights, marketing rights, and maybe even forcing her way out of Indiana entirely. This isn't just about chasing wins, it's about rewriting the rules of power, control, and what it means to be the face of a league. And here's the wild part, they might actually pull it off. Caitlin Clark didn't just enter the WNBA, she detonated into it. Before she even put on an Indiana Fever jersey, she had already outsold most of the league in merchandise. Her Iowa games shattered ratings records and turned women's basketball into primetime must-see TV. The league needed her, badly, and they knew it. Suddenly, sellouts weren't a dream, they were the baseline. ESPN replayed her logo threes on a loop. Social media crowned her the future. Overnight, she became the most high-profile rookie in WNBA history. But while the cameras obsessed over her jump shot, something much bigger was happening off the court. Enter Lindsay Kagawa-Colas, Clark's agent and the true architect behind the curtain. She doesn't just represent athletes, she engineers power shifts. As head of Wasserman's women's division, Colas has repped icons like Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. But Caitlin Clark isn't just another client, she's the crown jewel. Colas has built her career on disrupting the sports establishment, fighting not just for equal pay, but for equal power. She knows the media game. She knows the corporate game. And now, she's playing the league itself. The WNBA has pressure points, and Caitlin Clark's camp knows exactly where to hit them. This isn't just about endorsement money. This is about leverage. Legacy-shaping leverage. And thanks to the league's shiny new collective bargaining agreement, that leverage might finally be real. The 2020 CBA was sold as a milestone. Better pay, better travel, a more modern league. But tucked inside are loopholes and clauses that someone like Lindsay Kagawa-Colas can weaponize. Take the marketing clause. On paper, it allows players to earn league-sponsored deals off the court. But what happens when a single player, Caitlin Clark, is drawing more eyeballs than the entire WNBA itself? That opens the door to demand personalized marketing rights. Then there's player movement protections. They were meant to safeguard athletes, but in the hands of Clark's camp, they could be twisted into leverage for stronger contracts, or even a relocation to a bigger market. And the hottest button issue of all, charter flights. The CBA doesn't require them for everyone, but if Clark's camp keeps pressing, they could force the league to flip the system overnight, framing it as a question of safety and fairness. Insiders are already buzzing. According to one league source, Clark's agent has floated conditions no rookie has ever asked for. We're talking partial control of media rights, guaranteed charter flights for select road trips, even influence over a team's marketing budget. And that's just the surface. Some whispers go further, that if these demands aren't met, Clark's camp could pull the nuclear option, restricting media access, or even forcing a trade. And here's where it gets wild. Behind her polite press conferences and Rookie of the Year hype, Clark's team may already be plotting an exit strategy. Word is, Indiana was never meant to be the endgame. The real targets? The power markets. New York, Las Vegas, Los Angeles. Cities with media empires, elite facilities, and brands willing to go all in. And with the new CBA's flexible rules around marketing and personal deals, the escape hatch is already built. This isn't just a negotiation. It's a high-stakes chess match, and right now, Caitlin Clark's agent is the one moving the pieces. With the right moves, Caitlin Clark's agent could flip the league without ever raising her voice. Not with anger. With money, sponsors, and media momentum. By twisting existing CBA clauses, triggering future opt-outs, leveraging revenue guarantees, or pressuring brands to create demand, she has the power to spark the biggest shift in WNBA history. But not everyone is celebrating. Behind the scenes, tension is growing. Veteran players, the very women who fought for progress, are quietly frustrated with what they see as special treatment. Charter flights became a lightning rod the moment Indiana used them. Angel Reese dropped cryptic jabs about earning your spot. Even Candace Parker has warned against letting one star monopolize the spotlight. The mood is shifting. If Clark's camp keeps pushing, it might not just split teams, it could split the entire league into haves and have-nots. And here's the question that's making people nervous. If a rookie can already dictate terms this big, what does that mean for the veterans who spent a decade grinding for a fraction of the same respect? The WNBA is at a crossroads. For years, it begged for mainstream attention. Now, with Caitlin Clark, it finally has it. But at what cost? Because if her team succeeds in reshaping rookie negotiations, carving out media deals, and forcing franchises to cater to star power, the ripple effects will be permanent. Other agents will follow. College superstars will demand custom clauses. Teams will be forced to rethink payroll, infrastructure, even league identity. One player, one agent, and a single power play that could push the WNBA into a brand new era of player control. Here's the twist. That kind of power could turn Caitlin Clark from a player into a brand. And the league might not be ready for that. The press is split. Some praise Clark's camp for being bold, unapologetic, and rewriting the playbook. Others whisper that the WNBA is bending over backwards for one rookie. Meanwhile, sponsors are quietly picking sides. Nike, with its massive deal, reportedly wants Clark front and center, the face of the league. But other partners fear alienating the rest of the player pool. It's a tightrope act. Support her too much and risk mutiny. Support her too little and risk losing the biggest star women's basketball has ever seen. That's not just a player problem. That's a leadership crisis. On the surface, this might look like another contract negotiation. But make no mistake, Caitlin Clark and her agent aren't just negotiating. They're redefining the rules of the game. Using the league's own system against itself. Exposing its weak points. Forcing it to evolve or collapse. The CBA was supposed to protect players. But in the hands of someone like Lindsay Kagawa-Colas, it's not protection. It's a blueprint for domination. And while nobody knows how this ends, whether Clark stays in Indiana, bolts to a bigger market, or builds her own empire, one thing is already clear. This is no longer just about basketball. This is about control, about power, about who really runs the WNBA. And it might not be the owners anymore.